Hi, I'm Brad Sweezy, Vice President of PR for Lawyers. And what I want to talk to you today about is 5 things law firms are doing wrong with their websites or need to improve. Your website, as you know, is probably one of the first things that a person looking for a law firm is going to see when they're looking for a lawyer, obviously. And sometimes your website causes you to lose business because it's bad or could be improved. So I want to talk about that. The first thing we want to talk about is your site is too generalized. Now, on a bigger firm, you do all kinds of law, right? The bigger firms do that. But on many smaller firms, you might be a personal injury firm, and then you say, well, I want to take some, real estate closing, for example, or something along those lines. So you really should have a competitive advantage and try to, stand out. So try to focus your website as much as possible on your specialty and then give clear examples of the type of law you practice, very concise. Too many lawyers have too much text on their website. And the reality is your clients aren't looking at them too long. And we manage law firm clients, across the country. And I can tell you, I look at the analytics, and if you can get a person to look at your page more than 2 minutes, congrats to you. But very often they want a phone number, they want a contact information, and they move on. So you want to make sure that your site is as specific as possible to what they're looking for. The second thing is no mobile optimization. There are a lot of law firms out there, and I have seen them, who created a website in the early 2000s or something along those lines, before smartphones really came around and are used by everybody. And the website, you can't read it when you look on the phone. And you have to think about your website as though people are looking on the smartphone. Again, I go back to the data. That's where they're looking. 60 to 80%, and in some cases higher, they're never going to your website from a computer. Now, I know you're at your computer all day and you're looking at things on the computer, but if you're in a practice area where people are looking for something like a personal injury, for example, or bankruptcy, they're looking on their phones. So if your website is not optimized for a mobile presentation, you're really hurting yourself. And if you don't have it so somebody can click on the phone number or they can't read it, and trust me, there are plenty of law firms out there who have websites that you can't read on a smartphone, you're going to be in trouble. Third thing, slowly loading times. Google wants to give people results quickly and accurately. That's what Google wants to do. So the more accurate more accurate your website is to what they're searching for, and the quicker your website loads, the better. So you can have these very intricate graphics and videos and stuff. If that goes on your homepage and automatically loads, you're going to hurt yourself because it's just slow. And people are impatient, if you hadn't noticed. The fourth thing is no independent reviews from third-party sites. Now, I know you've gone on websites. I know I could go on almost any attorney's website or any company's website, and all you see are positive reviews. Well, that's no surprise there, because if they're your reviews on your website, you're probably not going to put a bad review on there. But trust me, most law firms have been around for a while, at least have a couple of bad reviews, on independent sites like Google My Business or something along those lines. So you really want to make sure you have a tool to bring in those independent reviews and they come to the website. Now you can have some filters. So the person who, for some reason or another, decides to leave a 1-star review and doesn't give a lot of information won't necessarily show up there. But if they go on something like Google My Business, they're going to see it. And, I've talked in other videos about Google My Business because it's very important for the layperson. Your AVO rating, I haven't met a layperson who knows what that even means. And, you may know it. You may be high ranking with other law firms, et cetera, but the layperson on the street will not do that. So you can look at the other video on our blog about Google My Business and how important it is to your law firm. But you really want to make sure you have independent reviews on there, because that gives credibility to your argument that you're the attorney or law firm that can take care of people. The fifth thing is hard to find contact information. Now, I've been doing PR and marketing for 29 years, I think. Yeah, 29. Yeah, 29 years. And one thing that people want to know is, where can I get the information quickly? A contact us button. The phone number is easy to find, and they can click on it if they're on their smartphones, which they probably are. So you want to make sure that you have easy to find contact information. Don't make them look for it. If you make them look for it, you're going to find yourself in a more difficult situation acquiring clients. I do want to offer you, if you want a free SEO report, and it's more a local SEO report, because the reality is you want people who are locally, unless you're doing some nationwide maybe class action suit or social security law or veterans benefits or things along those lines. You want local. So if you want a free report, we'll do it and send to you. You can contact us on the website. You can email me at brad@prforlawyers.com. That's brad@prforlawyers.com, and we can get you one. In summary, with your website, you want to avoid some of these 5 mistakes, etc. You want to incorporate your competitive advantage into your firm's website. Make it stand out, And if you're a bigger firm, then you're going to have multiple practice areas. You can't do much about that, but you can speak to the ability to handle a client's complete legal needs, personal and professional. You want to have a responsive design on mobile. Don't forget the smartphone. When we're designing websites, I always tell my team, what does it look like on a smartphone? And I will pull out the smartphone. And if it looks great on a desktop, that's great, or a tablet, okay. But if it looks horrible on a phone, it's not worthless, but it definitely impacts your ability to get clients. You want to be aware of your load times, or your loading times for your website, especially on the mobile. Don't cherry pick testimonials. If you're making a legal argument, often you can give credibility to your argument by bringing in a negative item to show, look, we have nothing to hide here. We've been in business. We've been in a law practice for a while. There's always going to be somebody unhappy. You may do the greatest legal presentation and the greatest representation of your client, but the facts just don't work in your favor, and the client still wanted to proceed and didn't listen to you. So it happens. And then finally, make your contact information easy to find. And like I mentioned, the SEO report, just contact me if you have any other marketing needs or PR needs for your law firm. You can give me a call. It's 321-613-8476. It's 321-613-8476, or send me an email at brad@prforlawyers.com. Okay, thank you.